dental industry.
So I want to thank you.
Good morning. How are you? It's you and me, kiddo. Unless Ann joins, I don't know. But welcome. I'm back from Canada. I have a bit of a flu cold that I'm getting over, so I will do my best to make it challenging, but I might not work as hard as you. So maybe we just ease into this workout routine again. How about that? Thumbs up? Okay, let's go. All the way to the back of the mat. Take your feet to the edges. We're just gonna start shifting our hips from side to side. Then in terms of weights, I have a medium set of weights. I have the small band and I have the long band. So that's what we're using today. Now push them back and make a half circle and then switch sides. And just sort of keep alternating. One more time on each side. Okay, now come to the middle of the mat. You're just gonna pick up your left leg. So knee to the hip height and just hold, circle your foot. Go the other way. And now point and flex. Switch legs. Okay, both feet back down, hip width apart. Take a nice big deep breath. Try to lift out of the hips. Take your gaze, bring the arms forward so you can see them in your peripheral vision. And now we're gonna lower the arms, we're gonna hip hinge and sweep the arms back behind you. You've got your palms facing the floor. Engage the belly and then sweep back up. Try to reach nice and long with the arms. And then hip hinge. Keep your weight in the heels though when you start your hinging. Come back. And one more time. Now bring the arms down in front, just in front of the legs. You're gonna sweep them out to the side. You got a nice little forward lean, nothing crazy. And just go up and down with the arms. Nice and slow. Couple more. Next, now stand nice and tall and just point the palm to face out on the right hand and then sweep up. Let your hip go out and then take it over. So the arm stays nice and long. And then do the same on the opposite side. Palm turns to face out. Sweep up and over. Let the hip go up. And then take a nice big deep breath. And let's swan dive it all the way down. Let your head go. So you're totally unweighting the upper body. Just hang out there for a few deep breaths. Now stay down, but we're going to inhale and extend the spine. And then come back up nice and slowly. Bring the arms up, reach for the ceiling. And then do that again. All the way down, spine long. Full fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Come all the way back up. Last one. Inhale, extend. Just hold here for a sec. Try to shift your hips backwards. And then fold back down. Let's take the palms to the floor. You're going to step both feet back to your plank. And now pull through to a down dog. Once you're in your down dog, up high on the toes. And then down with the heels. Keep going. Stay up on the heels, float yourself back to planks. And go back to down dog, pushing the heels down. Do it again. Up with the heels, come forward. And down. We're gonna step our feet into bear. Cover your knees just above the floor. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. And now let's go to a small dog. Heels on the floor. Legs push straight. Come back to bear. Do it again. Push up. Heels down. Push your legs straight. One more time. Back to the small dog. Now come back down with the knees on the floor. You're gonna walk the wrists so they're under the shoulders. We're gonna do 5 nice slow cat cows. Really try to work as big of a range as you can. Now hold your spine in flexion, let your head go. Now take the hips back, right over the heels. And we're gonna walk our hands forward to the corners of the mat and lower the chest towards the floor. Keep your forehead up. Now come back onto all fours. So your spine is nice and neutral and you got your belly in. You're gonna come off the knees, back to a small dog, and walk your feet forward to your hands, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. And then relax. Okay, we're gonna start down on the floor. So make sure you've got your small band and your longer one. And a medium or heavy, maybe your 10 sets of weight. Grab a quick set. So we're gonna do some bridging first without any toys. So lie it all the way down, get yourself with your legs nice and bent. Your head is on the floor. First, we're gonna rock the pelvis up and down. Just to kind of warm up your core, your lower back. Let's do a few more. Now find a neutral place for your spine. You're gonna pick your right leg up, heel right up towards the ceiling, and then slowly lower that leg down, feeling that oblique on the right side work. Take it all the way down and then drive that heel all the way into that knee, all the way into the chest, and then heel up to the ceiling. Do it again. Lower slow. Make sure you go nice and slow. Pull the knee in without using your hands. Heel back up, do it again. This is a good way to wake up those hip flexors also. Okay, put that foot down, switch sides. Left leg up. Lower, nice and slow. Pull the knee in. Heel back up. You're gonna do 2 more. Nice, okay, put that foot down. Now tilt the pelvis up so you feel the lower back from the floor. You're gonna roll up. I want you to put all your weight in your heels. Push those hips up using the heels. Slowly come back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll the pelvis forward. Do it again. Tilt up, push up. Squeeze your knees together, but don't let them touch. And then lower back down. I just want you to feel the inner thighs doing something. Do it 1 more time. Roll it back down. Neutral spine, both feet up towards the ceiling. Point them. Open the legs as wide as they want to. Close them. Keep the toes pointed. And do 1 more. It's a great way to warm up your inner thighs. Okay, both feet back down on the floor with a big bend in the legs. You're gonna roll the knees to the left and then go right. So now we're getting the hips to wake up. Just rolling over those butt cheeks. Okay, extend the legs all the way down, take the arms all the way back behind you. Full body stretch. Start to bring the arms forward. Start to lift your head. Roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep your spine in flexion and dive between the legs. Nice, easy breathing here. Roll it back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms all the way back. Let's do it again. Come up. Make sure you remember to draw the stomach down when you pull yourself up. Take it back down. Take the arms all the way back. You got 1 more. Nice. Now, find your small band, wrap it just above the ankles, around your legs. You're gonna lie down with your legs out. Now we're gonna flex our feet. Keep your heels over your hips. Get control of the belly so you're working it down, and then open up the legs. Close them slowly. We're gonna do this 10 times. So like 5 counts to get out, 5 counts to come back. So it's very slow, 10 of them. Try to get them as wide as you can every time. Once you've done your 10, I got 2 more, you're gonna pull your feet out. So when you're holding out, get as wide as you can. Count to 5 slowly. Nice, now close slowly, bend your legs, take the band, put it above your knees. Put your feet on the floor, walk them really close to your butt. You're gonna open the band and pulse, out an inch, in an inch. Your feet are hip width apart. Now, close the band, walk your feet out a little further. So you don't have such a big bend in the knees. Open out, pulse it, out an inch, in an inch. Close the band, walk your feet out, do the same thing again. Close the band, walk your feet out. So now you should be on your heels with your toes up. Open and close. So you're working whatever range you can here. Just keep opening and closing. 3 counts out, 3 counts in. Walk your heels out a little more. Not much of a bend left in those legs. Open and close, your feet stay flexed. Okay, so from here, you're gonna turn your toes into touch, turn your knees into touch. I want you to press your heels into the floor, pull them towards your butt isometrically, lift your butt up off the floor, squeeze your knees, cup your fingers, your arms are not down. Release it, open the feet all the way out. Open your knees all the way out. Turn back into touch. Press down, pull, lift, squeeze. Lower your butt. Open. Hold it open. Turn back in. Squeeze. Make sure you're pressing the heels down and then try to isometrically pull them towards you. Lift your butt. No arms on the floor. Lower, open, hold. Back together with the knees and toes. Squeeze, push down, pull, lift. Butt down, open. Back in, do it one more time. Make this one the best. Lots of force coming with those knees together. And relax to the floor. Okay, keep the bend where it is. I want you to bend your legs and turn onto your right side. So you got legs bent. We're gonna do some clamshells with the band. So I've got my feet connected. One stacked on top of the other. I'm gonna lift, stack your hips. Make sure your Left hip is right over the right. Lift the left knee up and then lower it back down. Lift it and lower. So 3 or 4 counts up, 3 or 4 counts down, moving pretty slow. We have about 8 more to do on this side, and then we're gonna roll over to the other side. Work as big of a range here as you can, like fight for every little bit. And don't let the left hip roll backwards. You gotta keep them stacked. Okay, hold the last one up and just give me a little pulse up and down. Okay, let's do the same on the opposite side. Flip it over. Make sure you get your hips in the right position first. Feet are stacked, now start to lift and lower. Don't let your top hip roll back. Okay, let's do 4 more and then we pulse. Try to lift that knee up without letting that hip roll back. Okay, hold it up and pulse, up and down, tiny little movement. Okay, release it, take it back onto your backside, get yourself up, we're gonna get rid of this band. We're gonna start with some flies. So I'm gonna use the band for the flies, but if you prefer to use weights, go ahead. So we're gonna start out lying down, I've got my band, I'm gonna hold it so that it's challenging enough. So it's just like a regular fly. So you open up nice and wide. And then come back. We're gonna do 15 pounds. Try to be lying nice and flat on your shoulder blades. If you're using a band, you want to really control the movement of it. So really resist it when you bring the arms back up. This is a great little workout if you're traveling. Instead of weights, you bring your bands. So Val, this workout's for you. When you begin to start to fatigue, you're gonna find it a little harder to control the band. So make that your focus. You're using weights, you wanna really work the full range and resist it, bringing them back together. Okay, so now we're just gonna hold it halfway out and just go out an inch and in an inch. A little work for those arms. Okay, bring it together, release the band. Now I'm gonna grab my weights and I'm gonna do some tricep extensions. So whatever way you normally use. Palms face. Wrists are right over shoulders. Bend at the elbow, lower the weights nice and slow. You can use bottles of water or whatever you can find in your hotel room. Nice and slow, try to relax the grip. Slower you go, really, the more challenging this particular exercise becomes. So we have 5 more here, nice and slow. Okay, put those down. We're gonna come back to the band. Another round of flies. Again, it's all about controlling this band. Nice and slow out. Nice and flat on your shoulder blades, and then control it coming in. You're gonna feel this in the chest, in the back of the arms. We're gonna do 15 slow repetitions. Try to keep your wrists nice and neutral. Now about 5 more to do if you're going nice and slow. Okay, put that band down, find those weights again. So center them right over the shoulders, keep the arms nice and straight, elbows over shoulders, don't let them move back when you lower the weight. Try to do 5 more, you can get through it. You can always alternate. Okay, put those weights down. We give our hands a little break. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. We're gonna come back into that bridge position. So. Feet are really close to your butt. You got them hip width apart. Nice and flat with the shoulder blades. Bridge it up. Now I want you to squeeze your knees so they're touching each other as hard as you can. Now open them up as wide as you can. And then bring them back together and squeeze. You have 13 more. How lucky are you? Work the full range of motion, especially going out, right? Biggest squeeze you can do coming in. And you keep those hips up. Try to make each squeeze better than the last one. Three more. We're gonna hold the last one out. 2, one more. Keep your hips up, hold it out and pulse out. Out an inch. In an inch. Don't let your hips fall towards the floor, just keep pulsing. Now bring the knees together and squeeze them. Walk your feet out a little wider, but keep the squeeze. So now your feet are wider than hip width. You're gonna get a little different feeling in the butt cheeks. Keep squeezing. Now open out as wide as you can. Pulse it. Out an inch, in an inch. Feeling this a little bit more on the outside of the glutes. Hopefully they're talking to you. Be nice to them. Now squeeze again. With all your might. Just squeeze. Hold it. Open back out. Pulse. Bring it in, squeeze. Give me all you have. Open out, pulse. We're going to try to take this to failure. Be patient. Bring it in, squeeze. Open out, pulse. Bring it in, squeeze. You have 2 more of these. Should be really challenging, I hope. Open up, pulse. You can always put a weight over your belly if you want to make this harder. Bring it in, squeeze. Open up, pulse. Okay, lower your butt. Oh my goodness. Extend the right leg down along the floor, pull the left knee in. Switch legs. Okay, I want you to take your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Get them nice and straight. Now lower your heels to the height of the knees. Draw the belly in. Move the feet forward. But keep the low back on the floor. So you're sort of playing a little tug and war with how far you can move the knees out without letting the low back come up. Once you find that sweet spot, you hold it and breathe with your belly down. Now pull both knees into the chest. Take a little break, maybe make a circle, whatever feels good on your lower back. Let's come back to that position. Start to move the knees forward, pressing the belly down. Make sure your heels are right at the height of the knees. Find your sweet spot and then pull. Pull the knees in, take a break. Last one. Bring the knees back in. Take a few deep breaths. Now put the feet on the floor. Take the elbows behind, the hands behind the head, lift your chin up. I want you in a little crunch position, drawing the belly down. So try to lift the shoulder blades up, drop the elbows back, hold it. Now, really pull that stomach down as best you can. It's a little crunch hold. You're here for 5 more seconds. Relax the head. Take the legs all the way down. Take your arms all the way back behind you. Now bring the arms forward. Clasp your fingers together. Your arms are straight up to the ceiling, nice and straight. Now sweep them backwards with your palms together. And then bring them forward. All the way. And then all the way back. It's a nice way to stretch out your lats. Let's do a few more. Nice. Now step your feet in. We're gonna do a figure four stretch, starting with your right leg on your left thigh. Move the knee forward. Hold that spot, and then pick the foot up off the floor. And start a little tug of war by using that right foot to push the knee forward, but don't let it go. Now put the foot back down and then do it again. Resist when you come up this time. Try to get it a little closer. Take it back down with resistance. Do it one more time. Now bring your hands in to help. Get that left knee in a little closer. Nice. Now let this right knee slide over the left. Flex your feet, grab the outsides of them, and bring them in, close to you. Stretching out your right glute. Now start to move your feet up and down a little bit. Nice. Now put both feet back on the floor. Left foot over your right thigh. Move the knee forward. Pick the foot up. Draw the right knee in. Lower it back down with resistance. Do it again. Take it down. We do one more, come up nice and slow, fight for it. Now bring your hands in to help get the knee in a little closer. Slide your left knee over the right. Take hold to the outside of the flexed feet, pull them in. Raise and lower the feet a little. Nice. Now release the feet. You're going to just pull the knees up and into the chest. Make a big circle, nice and wide. And then pull them together. Do that again. Your hands are on your kneecaps. Go the other way. Nice. Now rock and roll yourself up onto your feet. You're going to come up nice and high on the toes here. And then full forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine. And then come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for being here. Yay! We did it.